you are welcome to our virtual class. Dear students, today we are learning Social Studies class 6 and today's topic is education, infrastructure of development. And then students, before entering into the lesson, we should know what infrastructure is. Infrastructure in Nepali विकासको पूर्वाधार हो, infrastructure of development. And then something what we need to bring change in human life, that is called development. Something that exists, something that happens to bring the positive change in human life it is called infrastructure of development. There are many infrastructure of development. If they are present, the positive change occurs. That is called infrastructure of development. Education, health, and then electricity, communication, raw material, peace and order. These are the major infrastructure of development. And students, today we are learning about the education. Education is the practice of gaining, achieving, and passing the knowledge and information. Knowledge means to know something. If we know something differently, positively, and if the knowledge we gain is new, simple, if it civilizes us, if it makes us civilized, simple, if it develops our personality, personally, if we are self-dependent, if we are courageous, and then if it empowers us positively, it is called education. Education makes us creative. Education makes us self-dependent. It is the quality. It is the property of an individual. It cannot be divided. And then if we get education, then we have the power of deciding what is right, what is wrong. Then that education empowers us to be really the perfect man. It brings light, insight in human being, and it makes our life totally bright. It is education. Education turns that animal to human, and then rationality, sincerity, and we can gain if we know something differently. It is called the education. Shiksha, to gain knowledge, to gain information positively. If we get skill, and it is called the education. Education especially makes a man polite. It makes a man socialized. And if one learns education, he keeps himself away from the social evils. So, education cleans the society and brings the newness and civilization in society. So, education is an important infrastructure of development. Okay? Now, we are talking about types of education. There are 3 types of educations. How we gain knowledge, how we empower ourselves, the ideas, the ways, procedure are 3. One is formal. If we go to school or the college, university, there is prescribed book, prescribed curriculum. If we gain knowledge under the curriculum, under the time, that is called the formal education. Formal institutions provide us their knowledge. That is the first way. Another one is non-formal education. Then, non-formal education. If we get knowledge and then through seminar, workshop, training, and if they are skill based, and then the targeted to the community, targeted to the age group. If the knowledge is provided, that is called non-formal education. The education or the teaching or learning, providing or passing the knowledge, gaining the knowledge by seminars or that workshop. They are not frequent. Okay, they are occasional one. Another one is that informal education. When we see different place or the different people, we can interact with them, then, and we can go anywhere else in library or in any social function, political functions. There we can get knowledge. They are the non-formal education. These are the three types of education. Education in Nepal. The education of Nepal began from the Gurukul system of education. In past, students or the children who were interested, who were capable to get education, they used to go to Rishis ashram or monasteries there to gain education. But the system of education totally religious one. Religious books were taught there. Religious thought were granted there, and in Nepal, in 1910 years, when Janga Bahadur went to Europe and came back, he saw the miraculous development in Europe, and he realized to start the education in Nepal. Then he started education here in Nepal in 1910, and it was the beginning of the formal education in Nepal. It happened during the premiership of first Rana Prime Minister Janga Bahadur in the year 1910. Then, when Nepal was declared as the democratic country after the end of anarchy, then the public schooling began here in the country. Now, achievements of education in Nepal means that here we learn that why should we need education? It makes people different than others. And education makes people self-dependent. If one gains education, he should not knock at the door of any office. If he is diligent, if he is active, if he has learned the skill-based or training-based education, then another one, it empowers us, and then it raises our personality. We become self-reliant, and education makes us totally social, moral here. Our life will be bright. Then we should not depend upon others for our livelihood. So education is must one. It is the milestone of human life. And then to know ourselves, who am I? First of all, we get knowledge, and then to get one's identity, to empower him physically and then culturally. Then what do we need? Education is needed. Now, education programs in Nepal, beside formal education, beside the curriculum-based education given in the official academic institutions like school, colleges and university, our government has been running these education programs. First is child education. If a child is beyond the schooling, and then or he cannot or she cannot attend the school, for him the special education, alternative education is given. It is called child education. And the women who are away from the formal education, they could not get the education during their childhood, and they are given the skill-based training under the alternative system of education. Another one is adult education, who are old age one, adult one. For them, just to calculate and just to read newspaper or operating general devices, the education is provided, that is called adult literacy classes. Another class is education, special education, who are differently able and then physically impaired, and such people are given the special education, who are disabled or handicapped or the war-stricken people. They are given such special education. These are 4 types of programs have been drawn in our country to facilitate the people. They have not got the formal education, to bring such people in the mainstream of educating system. Nepal government has been running such alternative education programs. Now, we studied about infrastructure. It is pre-basis of developing something needed for the positive change, that is infrastructure. Today we learned about the education. Education is the practice of gaining and passing the knowledge, and it empowers a man, it develops personality, and it makes people self-reliant, it makes people social, moral and disciplined one or polite one. Then we learn different sorts of the education system and ways of imparting education, and through the formal education, non-formal education and the informal education. Education is imparted to the people according to their interests, according to their capacity. We learned about education today. I hope you students understood it well. Now I am giving you homework. Today's homework is first question: what is education? Why is it necessary? I just before told you about it. Define an alternative education, mention its types. Then we learned about child education system, women education system, adult literacy class, and then special education system. The people who have been unable to be enrolled themselves in the formal educating system, the alternative way of bringing them to the mainstream of academic sector, that is the alternative education system. Okay, and this way, dear students, I am terminating today's class. Thank you. Have a good day.